Okay, so today is March 19th, and I'm actually headed back to Chicago next week. Next Tuesday, we fly out. It will be my 1 year follow-up appointment. Transplant was February the 26th, so we're actually 1 year and 1 month, almost to the date. And so what they will look at is they will mark the blood, they will mark the MRIs, they will do comparisons. And that's how they make the determination if I'm still giving positive results. The more positive results we have, the more chance we can report to the FDA that I am a positive transplant. That will also enable them to allow this to be a treatment for neuromyelitis optica. There are probably 2 organizations that recognize neuromyelitis optica as being a disease. It's that rare. One of them is the Center for Rare Diseases, which now they have stated in that they've stated recently that neuromyelitis optica stands alone. They used to say that it stands with MS. Now it's reported a disease by its own, which is a good thing because proper diagnosis can come out of being diagnosed with the proper disease, and that disease also now has a name. So you're not just lumped up with a group of people that you have similar symptoms, but some of the symptoms you don't have, which was my case. At a year later, I'm so much better than I was a year ago. As times go, I'm noticing, whether the doctors can see it or not with the blood and the markers they use, I notice I have increased energy. I'm now able to do a 30-minute workout with that increased heart rate that everybody should strive for. But I'm seeing the results of that. Sleeping well, which was a huge thing for me. You don't sleep when you have this disease. Early on, I got little to no rest. And I'm able now to function almost as well as I did before. The drawbacks, or if I had to say anything negative, I can't run my 5-mile race yet. I'm still working up to that. And the other thing is I really I have to pace myself in that. Maybe a couple of hours strenuous work, gardening, whatever it is that I'm doing, I have to rest, usually 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm back at it again. So that is a huge improvement compared to last year. My personal aspirations right now are to be the voice again for neuromyelitis optica. Not only be the voice from the medical standpoint, that is bringing awareness to people that have never heard of this disease, but also to be the voice for the person that can't voice as a patient. And so having both ends of the spectrum, I want to be the voice. I want to, the first thing is the research that's going on. It's so important for it to continue. So some kind of way I want to have a fund that we can contribute regularly to the research that's ongoing for this disease. The second thing that I'm really passionate about is to bombard Congress or whoever I have to knock on doors and just help them to see that if the FDA was to approve this transplant, even if it's a 50-50 chance that the person would recover, because that's what the odds they gave me, but at least approve it and let the patient decide if those are good enough odds for them or not. And then thirdly, just again, have a fund set aside to where if a patient ends up in the shoes that I was in a year ago, needing a transplant, that was my only option, and not having $30,000 to have that available to be able to get what they need to live. I thought I was going to get to it. Okay. My composure is coming. It's coming. I know because I'm aware that there are people in my shoes that don't have the funds I didn't have. Had insurance. Insurance wouldn't pay. Just to have money set aside. that a patient could have the opportunity, make a decision, have the opportunity to go to Chicago or wherever. As research is going forward, there are other doctors now jumping on board with Dr. Burke and agreeing that this, if it can, if it can bring healing to other diseases, why not try it for neuromyelitis optica? And I'm just one of 18 that so far so good. To put, I don't know if I would to say from beginning to end of this journey, which it's not the end yet, it's where I am right now 1 year later. And if I could just lump everything up in one sum, we all have our issues. For me, this was not just a fluke that happened because I've been ill before and got through all of that just fine. It happened for a certain reason, for a certain time, for me to take action. It's my ministry. It's my mission field. And I'm so passionate. I'm so ready to, now that I'm feeling better, I'm really ready to get out there and just, not just neuromyelitis optica, there are a lot of neurological diseases that don't even have a name. Just bring that awareness to our world in whatever way I can be just a little piece of the pie. That's what I want to make my contributions to now.